Hello, my name is Catherine Munson. I'm an elementary math coach, and we are going to compare and order numbers in this lesson. The I can statement is I can compare and order numbers between 0 and 999. The greater than symbol looks like this. It's a symbol used to show numbers greater than another. The less than symbol looks like this. It's a symbol used to show numbers less than another. The equal symbol looks like this. It's a symbol used to show numbers having the same value. How to compare numbers. So, when we are comparing numbers, we're going to look at the largest place value. And the number 527, the largest place value is the hundreds place. There's a 5 in the hundreds place here, and there's a 5 in the hundreds place in 521. So 500 equals 500. Because those are the same, we're going to go to the next place value, which is the tens place. In the tens place, we see the digit 2. In the digit 2, the twos in the tens place means the value is worth 20. We have a 20 there and a 20 there, so 20 equals 20. Because the hundreds place was the same and the tens place is the same, we're going to go to the ones place. And we see that the ones place there is a 7 and there is a 1 in the 521. 7 is greater than 1. Therefore, 527 is greater than 521. How do we know what to compare symbol to use? Easy. Place 2 dots next to the number of greatest value and 1 dot next to the number of the least value. Then connect the dots. Using the strategy we talked about above, we look at the hundreds place first. There's a 5 in the hundreds place in 531. There's a 9 in the hundreds place in 934. 500 is less than 900. So I'm going to place 2 dots next to 934 because it's the biggest number. Then I'm going to place 1 dot next to the 531 because it's the smallest number, or the least. And then I'm going to connect the dots to make that less than symbol. So this would be read 531 is less than 934. What if the two numbers are equal? It's easy to remember what to do. Place 2 dots next to each number, then connect the dots. So 534, we see there's a 5 in the hundreds place, there's a 3 in the tens place, and there is a 4 in the ones place. So we have 500, 30, and 4. Those are equal. So each one will get 2 dots because they're the same, and then we'll connect the dots. Okay, so now we're going to compare 931 to 31. So we go to that largest place value, and it's the 9, which is worth 900. And 31, the largest place value, is 10, which is 30. So 900 is greater than 30. So we'll put in that symbol, 931 is greater than 31. Now we're going to compare 659 to 949. Again, we're going to look in the largest place value. We see a 6 for 600. We see a 9 for 900. 900 is greater than 600, or 600 is less than 900. So we're going to put that symbol in, and this would be read 659 is less than 949. Okay, 859 compared to 631. Looking at the largest place value, we see they both have hundreds. This has an 800 value, this has a 600 value. 800 is greater than 600, so that is a symbol we would use. 859 is greater than 631. 770 compared to 107. Looking at the greatest place value, we have a 700 here and a 100 here. So 770 is greater than 107. All right, what about comparing 984 to 984? When we look in the hundreds place, we see that they're both worth 900. They both have a value of 900. We look at the tens place, we see they both have an 8 in the tens place, which would be a value of 80. When we look in the ones place, we see two fours, so that would be 4. Those numbers are equal. They have the same value. If you know how to compare numbers, you also know how to put them in order. We're going to put these numbers in order from least to greatest, and we're going to think about the value just like we did in comparing. Be careful to read your words because sometimes it says least to greatest, which is what we're most familiar with, but sometimes they switch these words around and they want you to do greatest to least. But in this case, we're going to think about which one's the smallest to which one is the largest. So again, we're going to look at the place value. I see that 730 has a 7 in the hundreds place, so it has 700. These both have 2-digit numbers, so these are definitely smaller. So I'm going to compare these first. I'm going to go to the 14. I see a 1 in the tens place, which means it has worth a value of 10. There's a 6 in the tens place here, which has a value of 60. So 14 is definitely the smallest number, so that would be the first one in order. 69 has the next highest value, and 730 is the greatest value. To see that in a list, we'll go to the next slide. List to greatest, 14, 69, 30. Now, how would you compare these numbers to put them in order if we changed it around and we were going from greatest to least? So we talked about these numbers on the other slide, but this time we're going from greatest to least, so we want the largest number first. And we said before that the largest number was 730, the next largest number was 69, and the smallest number was 14. So to put those in order from greatest to least, it would look like this: 730, 69, 14. Let's try one more. Let's put these numbers in order from greatest to least, and think about the value. So we're trying to find the one that has the greatest value first. So I'm going to look, and they're all 3-digit numbers, so we're going to look at that hundreds place. And I see that this has a value of 500, this has a value of 800, and this has a value of 500. 800 is the largest, so that's going to be the greatest, so that one would go first. Now I'm deciding between 532, 519. They both have a value of 5 or 500 in the hundreds place. So then I would go to the tens place. I see a 3 in this tens place, so it has a value of 30. I see a 1 in the tens place here that has a value of 10. 30 is larger than 10, so that 532 would come in second, leaving 519 for last. So to see those in order from greatest to least, it would look like 872, 532, 519. Now it's your turn to practice. You're going to practice comparing numbers first. You're going to drag each statement into the correct column. You're going to decide if the statement is true or false and put it into the correct statement, if they're correctly compared, the correct column. Then you're going to drag the numbers in the boxes to correctly order from least to greatest or greatest to least. Again, be very careful and look at your words if you're going least to greatest or if you're going greatest to least. Have fun!